Frogman YouTube channel, and I'm back with the Dragon Ball. We're back with a boom, guys. This is Dragon Ball review by Akira Toriyama, the author and manga artist that is now resting in peace. Please give a big prayer up to Akira Toriyama. We're starting his manga now. This is one of the shonen greats, one of the originals that got all these behind here started. One of the best ever to do it. And we're starting with volume 1. This is when Goku was a child. This is not Dragon Ball Z in the manga. It's all one story. It's about 42 volumes. You've got to see it to believe it. And you can see it here on the Frogman YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and get started. This is volume 1. Volume 1 is awesome. So chapter 1 is here. And for this review, I'm just going to go over my different notes. I think I have decided on a different way to do these videos and my reviews. And until I get through the backlog of volumes that I've read already, I want to go ahead and get these guys recorded and go forward from there. This is during chapter 1. This is a blue. This is for the actual moment itself. This is the monkey boy picking up a car after kicking a fish to its death. I could not believe my eyes. You've got to read this Dragon Ball stuff. I thought this was pretty funny. There's a lot of these funny moments here in Dragon Ball. Bulma is reacting to Goku, and she comes up out of the car, and Goku says, "Yeesh! Now a hideous demon emerges from the monster?" And Bulma responds by shooting him. We'll move on. Poor Dragon, plus the introduction of the Dragon Balls for this blue. This is for the moment. Poor Dragon refers to... Gotta find it. I think down here. No, I think it's here behind the note. We'll move the note. There we go, boys. There we go. So Goku notices the Dragon Ball. He doesn't know what the Dragon Ball is. He's used to calling it Grandpa. The 4-star ball was his grandpa. Apparently, that's what Goku always thought. And Bulma says they're called Dragon Balls. Goku says, "Man, poor Dragon." I thought that was pretty funny. Awesome panel of Shinron here. This is our first orange one. The orange ones refer to or standout paneling. That is an awesome panel of Shinron. The first time we got to see him coming out of the Dragon Balls. Here's the note for the introduction, the naming of Son Goku and Bulma in these pages here. We learn their ages soon after. This is the first pink note of the volume. The first pink note. Pink notes refer to just general notes at this point. That's what I've got as things that I want to remember. This is the introduction of the Hoi Poi capsule, the first time that it was used of many in this story. Let's see, we're pushing on into chapter 2 at this point with my notes. Frogman YouTube channel. Son Goku is 14 and Bulma is 16. That is one of my pink notes on this page. Obviously, I think I'm gonna have to do some covering up on this scene, but Goku is 14, Bulma 16. Here we go. The wolf howls at the moon. Goku then catches it. As you see, the wolf howls down here. Goku ties him up and then freaking barbecues him behind my note there. Goku's one of the funniest anime characters and manga characters. Here's a blue moment to end off chapter 2 of Dragon Ball. Funny moment to end off the chapter. Obviously, we might have to do some censoring on here. I think we have to do some cutting out of some of these pictures here, but good Lord. Goku's looking for those Dragon Balls. Obviously, we're pushing into chapter 3 at this point. I'll keep going. Bulma is currently just using Goku to get the Dragon Balls. And I said for real. So she genuinely is just there to use Goku's power to get the Dragon Balls and to make her wish. And Goku's willing to do things for other people. That's kind of a big difference between them. Here's an awesome sequence. And there's also an introduction or a use of Toriyama in the panel down here. Just a little Easter egg. And he's talking about Penguin Village. That is from Dr. Slump. That is another Toriyama manga. Here's a cool sequence though. Just over here, the paper, scissors, rock. And he pokes the dude in the eye and jumps away. I thought it was pretty funny. Awesome blue note. The turtle brings an old man back as thanks to end chapter 3. Goku brings the turtle to the sea. The turtle goes and gets the old man. Pushing into chapter 4, we learn who the old man is. This is Muten Roshi. He jumps on the cloud that is supposed to only carry those with pure intentions and good of heart, and he falls right through. That's pretty funny. Awesome panel here of Goku flying away on the Nimbus cloud after getting it from Muten Roshi. Awesome use of, this is just a general paneling note. Take notes, manga authors and manga lovers. Full vertical panel, it's a cool way to do it. You're not fully sideways in the shot. Toriyama's got it coming through at an angle, and it uses area up here and down here in a way that is not wasting space. It makes sense. Chapter 5 we're pushing through now. This is the introduction of Oolong, the terrible, rash character, but kind of funny. Using rounded borders to show a flashback is easier than fading the page to black. That is a paneling note on this one. The edges of this panel here are rounded instead of the page going to a full black scene. I wonder if there's any of those. No, we haven't ran across one yet. Full black scene would be a flashback. This is just like a brief look back at what happened a few days ago. So there's no need to fade to black if you can round the corners. I think that's pretty unique. I haven't just taken note of that before. Goku patting down this old lady looking for her Dragon Balls was pretty funny. This whole page is a pretty fun ride and a fun read of Dragon Ball here. Goku's funny, and this is just a crazy situation that happened to Oolong. Just messing with this dude, trying to transform, and man. Then you end the chapter off with a pretty cool scene. Awesome bull form from Oolong going to fight. Well, he's an ox, but he's fighting Goku here. Chapter 5 ends on an exciting cliffhanger. Fun to read on release. That weekly Shonen Jump comes out. This will be a fun chapter. Pushing through chapter 6. This is Oolong's power explanation. He can change form as quickly and often as he wants, but only for 5-minute periods. After 5 minutes of being transformed, he requires a minute to recharge. Cool to take note. Awesome display of strength down here from Goku. He breaks some bricks with just one finger. Super strong even at his young age. Chapter 6 ends with 5 Dragon Balls obtained and Oolong joins the gang. Excuse me. Chapter 7 we're pushing through now. This crazy candy got mentioned anytime that Bulma kind of sweet or calls for the little pig. Oolong gets the runs, bro, bad, and he's got to run into the bush, and he's like, "Don't look over here, I'm doo-dooing." It's gross. Oolong is a fiend. Oh gosh, he turns into some freaking panties and tells her to put him on. What's wrong with that guy? Chapter 7 ends on the crew reaching the Sheraton Wasteland. Also, the introduction of Yamcha and Puar. That is the end of chapter 7. Awesome moment. Yamcha pulling up on the hover motorcycle type thing. Chapter 8, we're pushing into. I like the bottom panels of Yamcha. Yeah, I actually do. I really like both of these. This guy, just a body shot of Yamcha, shows you what he looks like. On this side, cool action scene with Goku dodging out of the way. Introduction of Son Gohan's name. Also, the power pole just speaks for itself. Goku uses the power pole, and he got that from Son Gohan. Goku breaks the panel in this scene up here at the top. I think he's the strongest manga character ever, and that's volume 1 of Dragon Ball. Pushing through chapter 9 now. Man, I'm gonna have to do some blocking out of some of these images. Good lord, guys. Yamcha's dream and Goku's resolve, both on these panels, on this spread here. Yamcha wants to get married, but he is a little shy. And Goku's resolve, he is just determined. He wants to fight people and see different places, and he wants to see a real dragon. That's why he's doing this. Dotted line speaks bubbles to show whispers. I thought this was a cool paneling note just to write for. Put that in your backlog. Put that in your back pocket. Put that in your knapsack. Have you? I think if you were pushing through chapter 10, I think if you're wearing a knapsack, you gotta really rethink some decisions. Full stomach strength on display in chapter 10 here. This is Goku beating up Yamcha after getting a full stomach's worth of meals. Yum, and he goes strong, kicks his butt, knocks him on the floor too. Push into chapter 11. It starts off, the great and powerful Ox King can't get back to his own ominous castle. I thought that was kind of funny. That's why I gave it the blue note for this moment. There's a castle surrounded by fire. It's called Fry Pan Mountain, and the Ox King lives on a castle up there. The Ox King is like this great, powerful, terrible. You don't want to mess with this guy. He can't even get back home right now. Son Gohan and Ox King share the same tutelage that is under the Muten Roshi. I'm pretty sure. This is a cool paneling for the Ox King here. It's a menacing introduction. You get to see just how large this character is. And he is throwing his giant axe at the protagonist in this moment. Chapter 11 ends on the reveal that Ox King, also Son Gohan, were trained by the Turtle Hermit. Oh my god, $50. I could not believe it. Well, I could. The first time I read this, I thought that was really cool. But this is a reread, guys. This is a reread of Dragon Ball. That is the end of the volume. Next time on Frogman YouTube channel, check out volume 2 of Dragon Ball. I have read and finished it. I am not started on volume 3. I'm excited to get started, but I'm working on a lot right now. We'll scoot the camera up a little bit. I am currently in the middle of Gacha Kuda, Kagurabachi, Sakamoto Days, the Fairy Tail reread, the Dragon Ball reread, and a reread of Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. I'm in the middle of all of them, and I am currently doing the same noting style that you saw in this video. Please be noted, I think that is about to change. I think I want to have one note for every chapter where it begins, do notes on the side, and talk about the chapters as I go through them. Probably one at a time, I'm not sure. Still working it out, but I think I'm almost there. Thank you for checking out the Frogman YouTube channel. There will be more to come. Subscribe, hit the like button, send me an invitation to the Diddy party. Tell me what other manga you want to see in the comments below. Check me out, Frogman, I'm out.